Hard pill to swallow, no Apollo, throw in the towel. No hits on my CD, just straight bars. Fuck gang banging and them ARs. Hashtag loada, I'm exploding on my day off. Daddy daycare, couple broads and bras with hella flaws that give hella jaws. I'm a shark in these waters, fucking up Dora from exploring. Only master plan is if we picking cotton. You a Trump supporter, you a C12, no Marcus coasting. If I die, I'm going out voting. No pity for Diddy, buck shots if you do the bullshit shimmy. Mama ain't raised no fool. Pops told me pray before I raise my tool. Anointing oil on my artillery if demons come for my soul. Shake that ass, mind, give me the glory. You was with your sister if your man's looking for me. Bend over, touch your toes, I got plenty money. Dropping draws, I'ma leave sticky, no honey. I give dick to Tracy, my local name is Warren Beatty. A-Dell chicks around me, they some fucking ladies. Shake that ass, mind, give me the glory. You was with your sister if your man's looking for me. Bend over, touch your toes, I got plenty money. Dropping draws, I'ma leave sticky, no honey. I give dick to Tracy, my local name is Warren Beatty. A-Dell chicks around me, they some fucking ladies. Hashtag loada, hashtag loada. Hashtag loada, hashtag loada.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to HD's burner account. Welcome to HDT. My bad. Welcome to HD's burner account. Don't you know I love haters? I love all of them. Love all of them. Love all of them. What's up, Zay Jackson? Zay Jackson in the building. What's up, sir? What's up, twin? Man, chilling. This ain't gonna be for long. I got a chance to go back and watch season 1 through 4 because I'm very busy, so I didn't really have a chance to really look at Stranger Things. So let me give y'all the quick synopsis. Stranger Things is set in the 80s. The town of Hawkins is basically fictional. It's not a real town. So if people think it's a real town, they want to travel there, you can if you want. It's not going to be there because it's not existence. It's dealing with science, sci-fi, paranormal activity. To me, it's a mixture of X-Files, Carrie, a little bit of Slither. You could say Slither a little bit. And you possibly could say Tales of the Crypt a little bit. Kind of has that feeling to it. The thing I love about the show and what the show brings to you and like to the viewer is it has a lot of heart. It follows these 4 kids who are basically in they got their own little group. They're nerds, so nobody's really gonna mess with them. They're basically outsiders of everybody. So they're not going to get along with everybody. Everybody's different. The older brother of one of the characters who we follow is Will. Will is abducted. He's the first one abducted, makes contact with the other world. And we go through each season learning about the cause and the source of this evil that's going on in the town. So you have your characters, which is the son, which is Mike. Mike, of course, is your middle child. He's basically the middle child of the Wheelers. You also have what's my other guy name? You got Lucas, who's the only black guy. I thought he was the only black guy in town because I'm like, he's in Indiana, but it seemed, I'm like, I hope it ain't a Get Out situation. with Lucas, man, because you know, dark-skinned brother around a lot of other people, it was like, whoa, kind of crazy. But I liked how, you know, he brought the levity to the group. Mike, of course, you know, is the leader of the little group that they have. You also have my other guy, man. What's my other guy name? What's his name? Dustin. Dustin is my guy. I liked it, Dustin, when I first seen him come in. Dustin had the missing teeth. He did not care. He left. I think it was season 2 or 3 or whatever. And no, season 2. He came back. He had a girlfriend. Everybody was in the whole trope. Man, he ain't got no girlfriend, man. He making this up. Man, Dustin came back with a smart chick. Shout out to Dustin. And of course, we got Will. Will, of course, I told y'all was the one that was abducted. And basically, they were looking for him all season 1. He was hiding from, of course, the main source. But what we find out going into season 5, if you were able to see the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things, season 5, you would see that he was this was a plan put in motion from number 1. Which of course is if you guys know, number 1 is Henry. Henry was the guy, basically. He was the son of that family that just the dad got arrested because the daughter was unalived, and then Henry was like laid out, so they thought the dad had something to do with it, when all the whole time it basically was Henry. He basically wanted to do them things to his family. He wanted to find another world where he basically could destroy the current world we're in and create it in his own image. Kind of the same plot we get in a lot of other stuff, like a lot of other TV shows. But the thing I loved about this show that was fun is the execution of it. Each season we saw the characters go through new tropes. Each season we saw characters get a better bond with one another. We started seeing 11, which we found out was Jane, from her visions and from them doing digging, the government doing digging, and she was able to figure out her whole identity. She found her mother. Her mother's mind was microwaved by Papa, is what she called him, Papa, and all that. So that was insane what happened there. But you know, we figured out and everything that, okay, she has powers. She's very strong using telepathy, telekinesis. So what we saw in the previews of season 5 is that she's gonna fly. Now in the first season, they basically in the first season, they wanted to show you the character Will and how he was detached from the group. He was captured. Everyone was looking crazy. The mother was looking crazy. The friends was looking crazy, until they figured out and found him and said, "Oh, okay, then bet. We know where he's at now." So they figured out where he was at. They went in there. They saved him from that. Season 2 basically was again contact made, of course, from another evil spirit that Will saw. And Will, of course, was possessed by that spirit. And that spirit was trying to basically unalive everybody. So the thing that happened is, if you saw the first 5 minutes of the preview of season 5, you would see that Henry, or number 1 in this case, basically, what's up, MJ? Yeah, man, Stranger Things go hard. I don't know why it took me so long to watch this show. This show is amazing. Like the development, the character development, the storyline is. I'm mad that this is the last season, but I understand, you know, you kind of run out of stories and stuff. I hope they bring it back in a movie form. I hope after season 5, they come back and make a movie adaptation of it, and then we can go from there. So basically, we saw, of course, that the guy Henry, or who number one is, put something in Will's stomach, which he coughed up later. We saw in season 2. we saw at the end of season 1, he coughed it up, remember, before it ended, and then season 2 started. Basically that thing grew, and Dustin found it, and Dustin basically called it a pet, and Dustin was cool with it until the mofo ate his cat. And Dustin even said it like, man, you was cool, but you ate my cat. So the monster grew and duplicated into other monsters. So that's when they, of course, had to burn like the demon out of Will, which it did. It left and it went somewhere else. And they figured out later that it possibly either was captured or it never left. It hid somewhere, which it did. It hid somewhere. Season 3, we saw the Russians, of course, figure out, okay, bet. Season 3, they figured out that they're working on that America, something infiltrated. Now they're trying to turn it into a weapon. And of course, that failed. Of course, that's when we thought the detective passed away, who was basically adopting Hopper. His name was Hopper. We thought Hopper passed away. So Hopper, of course, we thought he was gone. He helped shut it down because it still was going on, because you had all this weird stuff going on and everyone didn't know what it was. Then you got into season 4, where of course Hopper was in Russia because he was captured. He never was unalived. Winona Ryder's character, who's Will mom and John's mom, she basically went over there with that crazy guy. Once the crazy guy and them got over there, it was on and popping after that. So then they found them and they were able to come back. But it was a telepathy war between L and number one, and we realized that number one was the one who unalived everybody. L was just framed for it, and the professor, who was Papa to her, basically knew what was going on. He just never talked about it. He never talked about it. He never put it out there, which was crazy to me. So of course you got coming out after season 5, you're going to have an animated series is going to be, of course, called Stranger Things Tales from 85. So that's going to come next. But leading into season 5, we basically realized that number one, or they call him Henry, devised this plan from the beginning to come back and basically destroy the world and create it in how he wants it to be. Along the way, of course, like I told you, Elle, a woman that they say got superpowers, basically has a higher form of telepathy, telekinesis, all type of things. Mentally, she's, you want to say Professor X, if you want to call it. She's basically Professor X. So yeah, she's basically Professor X. She basically can jump into the mind and go into the mindscape. That's why you have that little dark room. It's because of her, like the guy, number one, basically set her up to bring them into that world by when she touched them. When she did that, that opened up a door. So that kind of messed everything up. So she got telepathic and psychokinetic abilities. So she physically can move things with her mind. And then she can also read your mind. She can actually dig into your mind, into a whole nother world. you know. Which I thought was very cool. And then, of course, you got Henry Creel or One or Vecna. He's basically, he's from the Upside Down. He was born as a human named Henry Creel with supernatural abilities. After unaliving his family and falling into a coma, he was put under the care of Dr. Brenner. And in the flashbacks, this happened in season 4, revealed that he was sent to the Upside Down by 11 when she was 8 years old, where he was disfigured by lightning, causing his appearance as Vecna. After exploring the Upside Down, he took control of the dimension. So he took control of the dimension. He's basically the one who caused everything to happen. We didn't find this out until season 4, but every other season was leading into that. Of course, we saw John and Will's dad. He was an asshole. And Jim Hopper, of course, he lost his daughter from cancer. So he's never been right ever since. He's really kind of pushed people away. And then, of course, you got, of course, what's the other girl name? The one, yeah, you got, of course, Nancy, who basically is the girlfriend. She was a girlfriend of Steve. Remember that she broke up with Steve and got with John. Then in season 4, they were kind of teasing and hinting that she may go back to Steve, and then all of a sudden, John came back and they're basically going through conflict. I'm like, my thing with Nancy is this. Women like her, I've been around women like her. Some women don't know how to stay and deal with adversity. It's always the thrill of something that draws them to another man or draws them to another man here. And now she's drawn to Steve because John wasn't there. She's going through not wanting to be alone. She doesn't want to be alone. She wants to be with somebody. When John wasn't there to comfort her or protect her, now she want to go back to Steve because why? She already knows who Steve is. She knows Steve is going to be Steve, and she knows, all right, bet I can hop back to him to play safe. Why everything around her is crumbling, why everything around the world and all of that is like tearing up and being destroyed. She's worried about, do I stay with this guy or not? It's Lucas wants to be popular. The only reason why is because Max pushed him away. If Maxine would have never pushed Lucas away, Lucas would have never joined the basketball team. And the basketball dude, he got unalived in the last episode when the world was breaking apart. The dimensions were matching because of the how Henry basically made it that way. Henry made it that way, and he put in something where it can open up after the 4th body passed away, which was Max, who Elle brought back. Elle brought her back and everything, which was dope. That was dope to see her bring her back, have the heartbeat again, So that was dope. Who else? John's character is the weird guy. You always see that type of character. The thing I love about John is John handled his responsibility as the older brother. He stepped in there to take care of his little brother. He's basically like a father figure to Will. He loves Will. He loves Will. He's put his life on hold to make sure Will is good and his mom is good. Because his mom's gone through divorce and her heart being played with by his father. So his character has always been mature. He's always been the man of the house. And Nancy is still going through her little girl phase, trying to become a woman, but she's trying to navigate where he's already been through that. He's been through that little kid stuff. He's grown. He got to make sure his brother, who's been traumatized. I don't even know how the brother Will still. I don't know how Will still made it. Will has been done so bad, and he about to get did bad again. You didn't see the first 5 minutes of season 5, basically saying we're gonna do this one last time. I'm like, damn, Henry. Henry, let him live. Nope. Henry, like, F him. We got to F with him again this season. He finally got a break last season. Well, really not much. Now he finna get did dirty again. So poor Will. But John has always been mature. Of course, Steve, who of course is the popular guy. He came, of course, he was around. He came in season 2. Remember how he was, cool dude and everything. He basically has started to take on being a grown dad. He's kind of had to mature faster than what he needed to. And when he was he loved the one thing about him, I give him, he loved Nancy. I think Nancy was unfair. I think he handled that bad because he was a kid. He didn't know how to handle that. And instead of her giving him a chance, she jumped on the next thing smoking, because at the time, John was a lot more mature. John knew how to handle situations better than Steve did, because John, of course, like I said, he's had to deal with the father not in their lives anymore, deal with mom going to work, having to take care of his brother, had to go do a job just to bring some money into the house. This is a lot of stuff that a lot of middle class and poor Americans, whether you're black, white, Asian, or whatever, have to go through. When you don't have a father present in the home, you have to become the man of the house, So Steve finally grew up. She started to, he started to think, maybe if I would have been, I would have grew up, faster, I could have been there with Nancy. He hasn't been able to keep a steady girlfriend because, he's still thinking about Nancy. He really if Nancy says you can come back, he'll go back. He's kind of waiting around to see. That's why you saw when John approached and Nancy's eyes got big because she was happy he was there. And because Nancy, see, this with women want to move on. They want to go to this guy, but they don't want to seem like they a hoe. They don't want to seem like they're cheating. So what they do is they wait for you, the man, to F up. So when you F up, they could just sneak out and then go smash that dude. And then they don't think nothing of it, because since y'all broke up or y'all took a break, they don't see that as cheating. Men do the same thing too. Men do the same thing. It's so it's a classic trope what she's doing. But I think they're going to stay together season 5. I don't know. Really don't care. But, this is leading up to Elle having to have that final showdown with Henry. And I think it's going to end up with one of them passing away or both of them passing away. But a lot of people are going to be unalived in this show. I think Will's not going to make it. I think he's going to be gone. I think Lucas might not make it. The sister will, though. I think his sister will be fine, but I think he's not going to make it. Possibly, we don't know. The main 4 could make it. We don't know. Maybe 2 of the 4 make it. Maybe one of them make it. Like it's leading up to where you're going to have a lot of players being taken off the board because it's the series finale. Let's see. Robin, of course, Robin came in. Yeah, I think Luke is gone too. Yeah, MJ, I think so too. I think Lucas is out of there. I think he's going to end up saving Mac's body and he's gonna sacrifice himself to save the kids probably in the hospital. You know, I think he's out of there. Robin, of course, y'all know she's a lesbian. At first, Steve wanted to be with her, but found out that she goes the other side, which I thought was a dumb trope. Like, I would have just made him and her get together, but hey, they want to keep this little love triangle bullshit going on. They want to keep the bullshit love triangle. It's like, okay, whatever. That's what you want to do. Be my guest, whatever floats your boat. So, and Erica's my other favorite girl. Erica Sinclair, the 10-year-old sister of Lucas. I love her. She's so funny. Like, she puts all of them in their place. She played a very big role helping them out. She was able to help them out in season 3. Remember, like, she helped them get in there to find out where Elle was at, where people were at and stuff in season 3. You know, in season 3, of course, they were trying to figure out what was going on, like with the Russian people, and they were able to get in there and find certain stuff. Max's brother, he was a real douchebag, but the way he kind of saved his character at the end when he sacrificed himself for Elle. Because Elle was gone. Elle was supposed to be taken out, and he stepped in. So when he stepped in, it kind of messed her up. So the monster, Henry was able to you know, step in. Henry was able to step in and use that to exploit her and to bring her like as a gateway to get in, or to open the other side, the upside down world, to the real world. Now, season 5, the first 4 chapters are going to be this Wednesday. Make sure y'all check it out. I'm finna watch it this Wednesday. I'm gonna give my take on those four. Then the next 3 is going to be December 25th. And then the final is going to be December 31st. So here's the titles of it. Chapter 1 is called The Crawl. Chapter 2 is To Be Announced. Chapter 3 is The Turnbow Trap. Chapter 4 is Sorcerer. Chapter 5 is Shock Jock. Chapter 6 is Escape from Kamazats. Chapter 7 is The Bridge. And Chapter 8 is The Right Side Up. So possibly the last episode, they're going to move everything back to normal. Season 4. I like this season 4. Which one has been my favorite season? I'm not going to hold y'all. My favorite season was season 2. I like this season 2 because the possession happened, and then you had of course, you know, Will becoming the snitch, as they would call it, the spy, and they figured it out at the last second. The Mind Flayer, I thought the Mind Flayer was great. I thought season 2 was the best season. Yeah, MJ, that was my favorite season. Season 2 is my favorite. I liked it, the Mind Flayer. I liked it, the little pet, the Pollywog. Like, that season was like epic because you didn't know what was finna happen at the end. I like when the gate was open, the Lost Sister, you know, the Lost Sister episode with her sister who was able to make you see things that wasn't there. That was dope. I liked that. That was cool. But that was my favorite season. season 2. My second one. I'll go my second one, I'll go season 1 as my second favorite season, and then I'll go season 3. See, the reason why I don't have season 4 was straight, but after season 3, after season 2, season 3 was kind of like, it was cool. It was all right. To me, it could have been a lot better. To me, what saved season 3 was Luca's little sister. Erica saved season 3. Erica made season 3 fun. Cause season 3 was like, I don't know, this is okay. But Erica saved season 3. Season 4 was okay. I didn't like the trying to make the love triangle part. I hated that. The thing with Steve and Nancy, they were trying to make it into, oh, are they going to get back together? Aren't they going to get back together? And then you had Robin over here because her girlfriend had a dude. She was getting some meat fed to her. She was upset about it. She was gloating and all that. What saved season 4 was Munson. Edwin Munson saved season 4. Hey, with his hey buddy. With his hey buddy attitude and his playing rock and roll. Like, him and Dustin made it fun in season 4. Everybody else was like moping. Elle was going through the same bullshit she was going through in the when she was in the ward and shit. And then I'm glad she cracked that girl's head. Then she gonna feel bad about it. I'm like, Elle, what are you feeling bad about? This girl kept picking on you. And then Mike over here, do I love her or don't I love her? Is she ever gonna need me? They just made Mike character so whack. I was so mad. I'm like, bruh, how you make Mike weak? Mike was the leader. Mike had the spunk. They had Mike all in his feelings all the time. They made Mike weak as hell. I'm like, man, get out of here. John was getting high. John was getting high. John was like, man, shit. John ain't care. He ain't care about no damn letter. He should have told the girl, listen, John should have broke up with the girl Nancy after they lost that damn job. When they lost that job, he should have said, look, I'm done with you. Because dog, Nancy get on my nerves, bro. It's like all she cares about is who gonna take care of me. Who gonna worry about me? Who gonna come for me? Who's going to save me? Like, man, ain't nobody trying to save you. But the Papa episode in season 4. What was my favorite episode of season 2? My favorite episode of season 2 was the spy, because he set their ass up. He was like, I'm sorry, but he made me do it. That shit was creepy as hell, dog. And Mike figured it out at the last second, like, he's a spy. He's a spy. They had to put his ass to sleep. Because what Henry was doing, Henry was using his body. That's why he put all that stuff in him that he controlled when he went over to the other side, the upside down or whatever you call it. So they put him to sleep. That was my favorite one, the spy. That was good. That was a great episode. That episode was scary as hell. Season 1, my favorite episode was the monster. The monster was my favorite one. I liked it that. Season 3, my favorite episode was the Battle of Starcourt, which was the ending. I loved the Battle of Starcourt. That was dope at the end. And then season 4, my favorite episode. My favorite episode of season 4 was the massacre at Hawkins' lab. That was my favorite episode. So what I give the show, I give the show 3 stars out of 4. The reason why I don't give it 3.5 or 4 stars is because I just don't like when you have a good story. I don't like for other tropes to be introduced, like Lucas. I did not like how his character has become. They've made Lucas' character very weak. They made Mike's character weak. They made Mike and Lucas and John into the caterers of their women. Like they have to be there for their woman, or for them to suffice. They got to be there for their lady. It's like, no, they don't. They're their own character. They made it too much into the relationship part instead of the main goal. I'm glad they didn't. Dustin, his character's been cool to me. I liked his character. Him and Edwin or Edward, whatever his name was, Munson. I'm just calling Munson. Him and Munson had they really made it fun. They made it entertaining. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. So season 5 is Wednesday, of course, November 26th. Of course, you got 4 episodes. So I'm gonna make sure to watch all of them. Yeah, me too, MJ. I'm glad Caleb he can, because I don't like how they made his character. They made him weak. They made him Max. I love you, Max. Max. They made him soft. And see, this is why I don't like a lot of characters that are black characters or black actors doing roles where it's predominantly white cast. You know, because I don't like the way that they portray the black actor. The black actor never seems to grow, doesn't grow. So I'm glad Caleb's going to be gone. I'm glad he's leaving to find some more shows to do, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, this show could have been so much more to me. I think they got caught up into the main star, which is Elle, and of course Hopper, and they kind of neglected the growth of all the other characters. Like Steve, what Steve was doing, I felt like Steve should have moved on from that, trying to go back. I felt like they pushed John's character to the side, which I did not like. I felt John should have been more involved in Steve. Oh my gosh, yes, MJ. Yes. I see. I don't like it. I do not like how they did Lucas. I don't like how they did him, bro. His hair looks terrible. His hair is terrible. His hair is his hair is terrible. His hair is real terrible, bro. Real terrible. I'm finna pull it up. Hold on, give me a sec. Hey, hold on. I got it. I'm finna show you. Hold on. I'm finna share that, B. I'm finna share it. Hold on. You see it? Look at him. I gotta save my white girl. Hey, hey, MJ. Hey, MJ. He like, I gotta save my white girl. I gotta save her. I gotta save my white girl. I gotta save her. I gotta save her. I gotta save her, MJ. You can't have my white girl. Why he did his hair like this, bro? Like, why? And then look, they doing it like Star Wars. You see how they got it? They got it looking like Star Wars. And look, they got Lucas way over here. They got the three main white people, right? They got the black girl way down here. Like, yeah, you can't see her. You can't see her at all. Let me stop before a nerd come on here and be like, why does it got to be about black or white? Why does it got to be about black or white? It is. Look at my look at it. Even looking like this is the last season. hey, Lucas is like this. Yeah, you know, we got to stick together. Soon as he leave the set, hey, nigga, give me that blood. Man, let me tell you, dog, boy. Hey, give me a bit, bring that bitch over here. Hey, Tanya Quisha, come here. Shit. Man, I'm dealing with white people all day. Hey, cook that rib. Cook them ribs up. Man, hey, man, pass that shit. Oh, who, the girl? Man, I've been knocked down that Maxine girl. Nigga, I knocked Maxine down. I need some darkness in here. Erica, bring your ass in here. Damn, man, we've been around them crackers all day. I mean, them white people all day. What's up, Sporty Page? They got her in the bottom corner, man. They probably put the transparency. Yeah, they did. Look at it. They did. MJ over there cracking up. Dog, they do, Sporty Page. They always find that wig. They always find the wig, bro. It never fails. It never fails. Never fails, man. They always do that to us, though. They always do that to us, Sporty Page. So who y'all think gonna be unalived in the last season? I think Lucas is gone. I think Will's gonna be gone. I think Mike and Dustin make it. I think Mike and Dustin makes it. I don't know if L survives. Y'all think L survives? Y'all think L survives? What y'all think? Y'all think L survives? Or y'all think she's gonna make it at the end? I can see her destroying Henry and then she passes away. Lucas and Jonathan and yeah, L survive. So you think Jonathan? Yeah, I do too. I think Jonathan's gonna pass away too. I think Jonathan's gonna pass away. and then Nancy gonna get with Steve because they gonna get him out the way. I think Erica's gonna survive. Robin, I think, is gonna survive. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was upset that he wasn't in it. That's why I didn't really like season. That's why I was upset with season 4. Like, he wasn't really in it a lot. Because I think Maxine's gonna come back to life. I think she's gonna come back to life. Right here. That was creepy as hell. Look at that. Creepy as hell. This is the last time we will have to do this. Yo, this scene was funny. In season 4, when she did that with her hands and everybody laughed at her ass, that shit is funny. That was funny as hell. That was funny as hell. This scene was funny as hell. This scene was hilarious when she was like, and then everybody was like, they started roasting her ass. But this trailer here look clean though. I like that trailer. That's a nice little picture. That's a nice little picture. MJ laughing. That part was funny, bro. When she was like, man, when she cracked the ass with them skates, I was like, go ahead, L. Crack her shit open. Cracked her shit open. Oh, I like this shit right here. I want to get this as a cover. This look dope as hell. They got the monster over everybody. That's dope. There they go with that whack ass haircut. Look at that whack ass haircut. And see, this is what made it. This would piss me off, right? Why you gonna have her get with him and then send his ass off to another city? Man, this is what I don't like about this shit. Dog, you never leave to another city and you just got with a chick. She gonna end up cheating on you. Dog, y'all saw at the end of season 4 when, you know, he said, I wish I was here. And then she just busted out saying, I'm glad you weren't here. Oh, I said it's over. They done broke up. They done broke up. He done lost his chick. It's over with. He finna get on the live next season. Watch. He don't get on the live. You cannot keep his character around because you know they got to make the white girl look like she innocent. And then my dog here was mad. He like, damn, why did he come back? I was about 2 more seconds from blasting her back. That was cold as hell, MJ. MJ, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Look at this picture. Look at this. He looking down like, look, she gonna be on my arm after this, John. Man, look, y'all ain't shit. The writers ain't shit. I've been creeping with your girl while you was gone all season 4. How you gonna do that? That's crazy. This basically gonna be the showdown. That's gonna be the showdown. They a real couple? No, for real? I ain't know that. Hold on. Man, hold on. Let me see. That's why she wasn't kissing up on that dude in season 4. Because I was waiting for them to smash. Hold on. Man, shout out to MJ with the news or whatever the women say. The women be like T, because look, see, look at this. This is what Caleb supposed to have dreads. They got my dog with this weak ass hairstyle in the 80s. because MJ, it had to be that. It had to be that. Because, bro. Oh no, they don't go together no more. Nah, I don't think they go together no more, MJ. They said that that's why they weren't chilling with each other in season 4. Okay. They weren't messing with each other in season 4. Somebody was smashing somebody else. Okay, they said they still together. Okay, so probably what's gonna happen, MJ, it's gonna be like, remember Twilight? After the show's over with, they probably gonna split apart. They probably gonna split apart. Because you know, if this is real life, y'all know if this is real life, they would have smashed. Season 4, her and Steve would have crossed the line, bruh. I'm trying to figure out what they talking about. They was playing. They were playing, y'all. They were playing. Playing in our face. He said, I think so too. Yeah, they gonna be gone. Man, I thought she was gonna come back for Godzilla and Kong. But yeah, that's what I'm like. That's why they weren't together in season 4. It makes sense. They probably was going through it. They probably was going through it, and it happens. They were going through it. It is what it is. That's what happened. They was probably going through it, and it was like, nope. Yep. But this has been a good show. We'll see what it leads into. They're gonna have an animation. They're gonna have animation for it. They're gonna come out with an animated show. We'll see when that hits off. But yeah, that is all that is going on. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hype the video up. If you want to donate, you can hit that Cash App. You get the Cash App. Hopefully, man, we get some more stuff. Hey MJ, did you see that? Did you see the Predator Badlands movie? You saw Predator Badlands? Yeah, you ought to check it out. You ought to check it out. It's a good movie. But yeah, let me get up out of here, guys. Let me get up out of here, y'all, man. It was good talking to y'all in the chat, man. Make sure y'all share this to all your platforms. I am coming back on the Welcome to HDiiTV platform. We are going to cover the games. We're going to cover the games and everything for the basketball. Make sure y'all go to Scrub page. Scrub gonna do on Monday Night Football. Thank y'all, man, for the listening and the love. We are out, man.